So what can a small, medium-sized company do in order to contribute that Western worlds?
First of all, it's been adopted more and more around the world through customers. Countries and industries are looking at how to become more competitive in world markets, just like corporations. So you create a strategy for an industry just as you do a strategy for a specific firm. So, one thing is, and that is the role, again, going back to the government. The role of the government is to enable a business environment where also smaller players have a say, have a place to participate. That's the problem with conglomerates, with cartels, is they block the entry point for small competitors. And that's where the government should be involved, should have regulated environment. Regulation, by the way, is part of factor regulation, because it's things that are created to enable the industries to work better. So having an IP strategy for a country, that's very critical in order to enable IP, intellectual property. The whole thing of technology, of patents. It has to be very well structured, because otherwise, big firms can steal. And it's been done again and again, especially in large cartel-related countries, in the old times. And what you have to do is, on the one hand, give an opportunity for everyone to be there. Yes, create as much as possible platform for communication between companies, and make sure that the big ones have enough constraints on their activities that enable the little ones, the smaller ones, to have a say. So you create, and it's fair enough to create certain quotas, like there is a kind of affirmative action. You have to bring a certain percentage of black kids to American schools, or women into corporate structure, or into board membership. Not because you are creating a new kind of forceful intervention, but because you actually create the conditions for fair competition. And you have to have everyone involved in the process. Does that answer your... Okay. And I'll continue because I'm taking too much time. I want to share the fun to use this as well. I actually wanted to get into the case study that I want. First, strategy, structure, and rivalry. Yes. Rivalry drives companies to experiment. It's clear. Yes. If you have two companies in the same area and they adhere to one consumer, you want to buy shoes. Yes. Why should I buy yours rather than mine? Yes. I need to have a good reason for that. And a good reason is to create something different in the way my shoes are made. So there are big case studies about Nike and Adidas in their competition, how Nike won the game. It's in terms of the technique of marketing, in terms of branding. Branding is very important in competition. So there are all kinds of layers in how you approach rivalry in order to be successful. An interesting thing, which I'll get to in a minute, is how Nike went about consumer demands and did something different, which enabled the consumer to be more interested in their product than in Adidas or anybody else for that matter. But in general, the idea that there is a clear environment where firms can compete, and again, it's the role of the government to create an environment where you can build a company pretty fast. And bureaucracy is one huge impediment for competition. Yes, if you have, in order to open a new company, it takes 30 days of red tape, 30 days if you're lucky. There are countries where it takes 6 months to start a company. And you have to go through all kinds of conditions and questionnaires and whatever. This is a blockade to anything really free and competitive taking place. So the government has to relax conditions for new business to flourish. Yes. And to create a structure for the rivalry that will be agreeable. Why should some companies get subsidies and others not? In general, I can throw many kinds of things in you, so be selective in what you listen to. And the fact that you give subsidies is in no way a good notion of encouraging competition. In general, by the way, if you give someone something for free, it's a problem, because you don't have an incentive to be creative. The best incentive to be creative, I talked about it before, is when you lack something. You don't have land, you don't have water, yes, you don't have space, you don't have something. So you create nothing. Because you are pushed to the wall, because you want to be successful, yes, because you want your brain to work, and because you also want to impress the others, and people do it without that.